The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WWE Black Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with ACT Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack, and joining me is my co-host, Simon Fox, as we are here for the second stream and the third game of the second day of qualifiers in Season 4. And it's a very exciting match indeed. Skybound Esports are going to be taking on Sava Esports. Both teams are here on Cafe. Dostoevsky, we're already in the ban phase for that matter, and Sava is going to be banning the Thatcher. As always, quick with their bans. They're going to take out the old SAS operator, and he gets to rest his knees for one more game. The next ban from the side of Skybound is actually going to be the Hibana, interestingly enough, getting rid of every single, of all the X-Kairos pellets, excuse me, as we are going to be moving on to the third ban from the side of Skybound Esports. On the Defender, the first Defender to be banned on the map is actually going to be, as the timer ticks down, the Valkyrie. Valkyrie is banned right here, and that, of course, is fairly standard when it comes to Cafe, fairly standard when it comes to competitive Siege, because of the amount of intel Valkyrie has on her black eye cameras. And the last ban from the side of Sava Esports is going to be the Mira. But that being said, of course, all the bans are in place. Thatcher, Hibana, Valkyrie, and Mira are the ones to be taken off the board, and we're going to be proceeding with round one. We, of course, all are aware of Sava Esports. They were in Division 3 last season as well, back in Season 3 that is, and they had an absolute blast going from qualifiers to divisions that is, but unfortunately in the divisions, not a great time. At the end of the day, they were eliminated from Div 3, and they will be making their way back to the divisions out of the qualifier stage, and looks like Central Reading is going to be the site of choice in round one. 6-pick comes out from Deranged out of the sledge into the IQ. And speaking of Deranged, let's have a quick look at both of the rosters that have been brought in from these teams right here. From the side of Skybound Esports, we've got Fadiwul, Vermeulen, Deranged, Saint Jimix, and Dr. Dang. And from the side of Sava Esports, we've got Warhead, Skeefy, who seems to have a bit of a issue with having the I's in his name, but still Skeefy, because I will not be able to pronounce whatever that word is otherwise. Chris Ross, noob.sva, okay. Interesting, they're just straight up calling me out here. And Turdnator as well. Of course, to round things out, the Mozzie, Skeefy, going to be putting down his pests all over the place as required. Catching attacker drones, and of course the Omai. I believe we saw him setting up the dark spot right there on the second floor piano with an inverted shield. Sava, of course, likes to play the inverted shield as, well, I'm not really sure myself. I haven't tried the inverted shield myself, you know, whenever I've used a deployable shield, because I rarely like to sit down behind deployable shields. I like to go out roaming, hunting if you will. But I'm gonna have to give it a shot, because if lots of teams actually like to use it, and if it is that good, it might be something I would like to put into my own play style. That being said, Chris Ross, he's going to be up on the second floor, right by the painting side of bar, next to the cigar balcony, or heaven, if it depends on your persuasion on what you call this place. As yep, he's just going to be spotted by the drone from Skylight, and looks like that is the Zofia up there. Who knows for a fact that there is a Jaeger, but the angle is just right for Chris Ross to hold down the drop without getting peeked from the Skylight area. Maybe has a double-click issue with his mouse. I'm not really sure why he's ADSing and un-ADSing that quickly, but it could just be a choice for whatever reason. I'm not really sure. Meanwhile, there's droning happening already towards Reading Room, and that is where the mute is sitting. Warhead, of course, the man has done so much for Sava Esports across Seasons 3 and the Qualifiers of 4 already. But again, they're going to have to make this defense work. They're going to have to make Cafe work if they want to continue their path of potentially getting into the divisions of Season 4. Because again, right now, we are in single eliminations for Season 4, which means you lose this match, you are out of here. Dr. Dang is going to be holding down the red stairs with the Buck, having blown up the hatch, and there's actually an attacker holding down. Oh, there's a drop coming in from Fatty Wolf, and he's got to find Chris Ross. The drone's in, and the Zofia will get the kill. Unfortunately, the Jaeger will not be winning that gunfight, but there is still the Womai up in dark spot on second floor. Third floor, that is, inside a piano. He hears the barbed wire being broken. He's trying to find the angle right now, and I think he has it. But again, He's gonna have to be quick on the shot as a Skeefy with a C4 is gonna find Dr. Dang. In the meanwhile, that is the buck off the board as a noob. He should see one right here. Does he see him? Does he see the Vermeulen? He probably did. Shots were fired. They are hurt up by Vermeulen right now. But again, no harm being done to the Wamai. He now knows that there's somebody pushing up the white corridor behind him, and that is Fadiwolf the Zofia, who's going to be going down white stairs. Instead, Prude deciding not to peek it as Derange is going to find Skeefy in the meanwhile. That is your IQ taking down the Mozzie, and that puts the man count in favor of Skybound Esports on the attack. Nomad has already pushed in. Two Gumines in a Shane, and she'll be taken down by the Turtonator. The man himself on the Legion is going to take that kill. Unfortunately, that was not the push that Saint Jimix needed to make. Noob in the meanwhile is going to be on the red stairs area. Thermal's going to go for a hard breach onto an odd wall right there. Fatty Wolf lit up by the laundry operator. That is Turtonator. As the time has come to make this push happen, Turtonator gets the kill. The planter is here. He's already going for it. And the push needs to happen from the side of... No, he gets off the plant. The Thermite's going to go for the kill. But that's going to give away his position. He's going to get a double, but he won't get the plant off in time. And just off the back of the clock, Seva Esports will continue to win. Not continue, actually win the first round. Unfortunate for them, well, the Legion was not able to get the shot through the wall bang, through the wall that is. And Skeefy apparently says it's so weird to play without sound. Not really sure what he's talking about right there. Maybe he was concussed out of his mind when the kill was taken onto him. We're not entirely sure. We didn't get to see that on stream, but Seva Esports just off the back of the clock, letting the attackers take their time on the attack. Too much time for that matter. Get round one.
All right, going into round two, mind you, let me just remind all the viewers what is at stake right now. Saber Esports walking into qualifiers and, with a very dominating performance, 7-0, 7-1, 7-0. But in the divisions, they happen to be at the bottom. That is why they got eliminated from the league, and now they're back in the qualifiers once again, who have themselves a fighting chance. But mind you, the story of Skybound Esports, so they've been trying to get in the league since the beginning of the league, from one that is. They haven't really got their big break so far, but maybe, who knows? This might as well be the season where they make it season 4 qualifiers, and where Skybound Esports wants to make sure they walk into the league. But Saber Esports have got their own stakes riding. They've got a reputation to hold. They've got to prove some haters wrong off the back of some very doubtworthy plays that they happen to exhibit on season 3. That being said, will it be? I ask this to everybody watching the game right now. Will it be the grinding team, that is a Skybound Esports, who've been trying to get added in the qualifiers and establish a spot in Division 3 from so long, or will it be Saber Esports walking away with this match, who have a point to prove, who have a reputation to take care of? Well, we'll only find that out as we proceed ahead. Saber Esports definitely won that first round off the back of the clock, and really well played indeed. Let's see if they'll be able to convert this round into a victory or not. Skiffy has brought up the Legion. He's making sure that all of these lines of sights are covered. And Blackjack, just to make you understand what Skiffy was trying to say, that it's so weird playing without sound, is because Skiffy apparently has a driver issue and he has no audio whatsoever of the game. Yeah, he happened to share that. Yeah, he happened to share that with me before the match started, and he even requested, please go easy on the roast with me. But I already told him, Skiffy, you don't play good, the roasts are coming. That's a reflex, come on. You can't stop me from doing that. Just jokes apart though. Definitely there'll be no different mention how we play this, how we cast this, excuse me. Trying to find the head of somebody. They were already expelled C4 as Skiffy is nomad, and even regret saying that because that's a wrong chat. Definitely using the chat apparently here, Skiffy with got the Legion. He's playing on a good position. It does come down to the man listening to callouts eventually, or the sound. But the soft reach from top floor being done to perfection. Making sure that he's watching this rotate from up top. That is Dr. Dang. He's got himself a nice angle. He will be opening up another one as well. That is all the way onto the coach check area, while Sledge will be doing something of that sort as well. A possible push on the bakery is what I'm expecting, because the way that they're making this push happen is what it looks like. It's a little too spread out for my liking. Will they be able to control? Or not? Jimmy, very patient, saying Jimmy that is watching this angle. Is the Wamai to find? That is Chris Ross. Does Chris Ross win this gunfight, or will it be the victors on the side of the attackers? Not sure what he's watching at that angle. Finally, the right angle. Might as well find the Nomad who's sitting on the brown stairs. Oh, he's gonna go for the peek, but a quick peek is gonna turn into the Nomad's favor as she happens to land a few shots. Skiffy meanwhile is gonna forget a frag, and Chris Ross to add to that. Barry Wolf takes the fall. The push already has happened on site, but it's got to be very careful, very precise. Legion Mine is stuck to the shin, and Buck has got to make this push happen. He's not got enough time. He's still going to walk into this. He's got to remove the glue mine and then go for the plant. He'll be able to attempt this. But he's not got enough time, and he's not got anything to do. Because Saber Esports will once again on the back of some amazing defensive strategies being put by them, and more importantly is the fact that let's look at that, easy peasy for Warhead. Was the fact that wasting so much time for Skybound Esports, not pay them off. Attack, you've got to be swift, you've got to be quick, you've got to make sure you have enough map control. You don't have any of that. You only got the top floor control, and that is exactly what Saber Esports wanted them to do. Nothing to be gained from there if you don't have an entryway towards site established. No crossfires being watched. It did come down to a scramble of players towards the end of the match, and that is exactly why Saber Esports walked away with the second round as well. 0-2 is the scoreline, and we go to round 3.
Round 3 is going to be in play, and we're going to be heading into third floor bar and cocktail lounge from the side of Saber Esports. Finally, going back to the top floor side, deciding, you know what, let's save the best for last. And admittedly, the way they've been playing so far, 2 rounds back-to-back in their favor, is definitely reminiscent of the way they played way back in the qualifiers of Season 3. But again, qualifiers can only get you into the 3rd division, and then after that is where the real game begins. If, of course, Saber are not able to continue winning post-qualifiers, they'll be back here again in Season 5, and that is something they do not want to repeat. Meanwhile, Skybound, they've been attempting qualifiers as well ever since the first season began, and man, it's just going to be very interesting to see which team eliminates the other, because again, single elimination, if you lose, that's it. That is a GG good night. But if you win, you get another chance to keep your hopes alive to get into Division 3. And after that, of course, it is going to be a bloodbath to see which team goes to Division 2, which team stays in Division 3, and which team gets relegated, eliminated from the tournament entirely. Skybound are, of course, going to be aware of their current situation, being a 2-0 down already in Cafe Dostoevsky in round 3. Not exactly a good start to their match, but they could potentially make a comeback happen. They will be trying their absolute hardest for that matter, as Deranged is going to use his sledgehammer on the heart. That's not a wall you can break, Deranged. There we go. He's gonna break the castle barricade finally after using up 2 charges of his sledgehammer. Flashbangs are coming in from the Nomad. That's St. Jimmix directly above him as the castle barricade is going to be spotted out. That's the one on piano door. The grenade is going to go in, and it should find him unless there was a... Well, my magnet looks like there was. In fact, the grenade has been stopped from the side of Deranged by Noob, the man with the Wamai magnet sitting inside of the dark spot of piano. Fatty Wolf in the meanwhile going to be droning second floor. Look, from the looks of it, and St. Jimmix has picked up a fight with somebody, or tried to at the very least, and that sounded like Turtonade at the castle shooting up towards Skyline. Not really sure why. And Skeefy, he knows for a fact that there is in fact somebody out there on the reading door. He's going to pre-fire quite a bit. Light up Dr. Dang from the looks of things, but take a bit of damage himself as he's being spotted. In the meanwhile, he's all the way towards this main pillar right here, the first pillar from the door, but the Buck has pushed back. Not going to peek that, not going to go for it, decides it's not worth it. He's got to make a different push happen because there's less than a minute 20 remaining on the clock, and Skybound are yet to properly even infiltrate the map. Dr. Dang is going to find Skeefy in the meanwhile. That's the Buck taking the kill onto the Jaeger. Not really sure where that one came out of, as Chris Ross is going to be deploying his smoke canisters, but there's the sledge right there. He knows, he hears the drop. He's going to deploy it. No, he doesn't break it. He knows that the sledge is peeking this way. The marks are in. Will he find the kill? No, he gets the down, and the gas does the rest, of course. Well done, and Deranged goes down. More shots are being fired. It's a 4 versus 4 right now. The piano hard breach has happened from the side of Skybound as well. They're going to make their way in towards this room, but that is only so much headway because they needed to do this a little bit sooner, admittedly. Warhead's going to drop down the laundry hatch. That could be a C4 play from him. Noob's going to find one. That's Dr. Dang off the board. He's fighting. The Nomad, however, will be the one to take that kill. The refrag is in from St. Jimmix, but it's It's still a 3 versus 3 with less than 30 seconds remaining. Skybound are now going to have to make this push happen, and all 3 defenders are on the eastern side of the map. Chris Ross pushes up with the SMG-11. He's on full HP. He could make something happen on that bathroom door that he's peeking. The Mute has got the hallway covered, though, with the shotgun. As it looks like the push is going to be coming in, but no, Chris Ross finds the down onto St. Jimmix. Is all down to the Zofia, and the Thermite walks in. He's going to get down. It's all down to Fatty Wolf in a 1 versus 2 now, and he's going to get 2 headshots. He's got to find the third. He's going to go for the reload. Does he not see the man in piano? No, he doesn't. And he will not be able to get the plant off in time. Once again, the clock runs out for the side of Skybound Esports, deciding to go for the kills over the plant, not prioritizing in time, pushing in through a choke point and getting taken down. Is just not looking good for them at all. 3-0 is the score going into round 4, and we'll be heading into second floor reading room from the side of the defenders.
That is indeed where we'll be going to. SKBD definitely not having a great time on this matchup. Round 4 will be underway. Seva Esports looks like they want to keep their status trending. You know, it's Vayner 0-3. We might as well see a 7-0. Let's see. Let's find out. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. It's not exactly been it's not exactly been safe waters for Seva after having a dominating performance in qualifiers. Mind you, Seva had an offline match yesterday, that is off-stream match, and they happened to win that 7-1. So yeah, the meme is still on. Let's see if they'll keep that alive or not. And mind, like I said, Skybound Esports has been trying to get their spot in the TEC League for a little too long now. This is the 4th season that they'll be trying. Will they be able to do this and make this happen, or will Seva Esports say no? Let's find that out in just a moment. We will be seeing Skiffy come out with the Mozzie this time around. He's making sure all the denial is up in place. And very interesting, I'm seeing a lot of emphasis in terms of how Mozzie's being on the qualifiers. Not essentially something that I get to see in the division matches either. You know, Mozzie, since the shotty removal, he's had quite the change up in terms of how he happens to be an operator, you know, how he happens to help stuff. From a very powerful roamer, Mozzie is Mozzie with Super Shotty is Seva in qualifiers. Mozzie without the Super Shotty is Seva in Division 3.
Are
That's
you
right.
trying to pull the Doge meme right there, folks?
Exactly. But yeah, that being said, Seva definitely looking strong once again in these qualifiers as well. And just a little bit of, if I'm allowed to quote somebody here, we had these conversations on how Seva has so much riding on the back, you know. The fact that I'll tell about this in case if Seva wins, because I don't want to sound rude in case they happen to lose. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about that later on. Noob will be watching this angle from the shield. He's got Noob, you guys might know him from the EVT background, Eviction Esports. A good pick from Seva indeed. I'm not sure who his spots popped out for his position to play in. I believe that is Angry Bot. I'm not sure. The Rappelin will get hurt out by Noob. He's having his stuff going on. Let's see how that'll do or not. Chris is going to find a frag very early one once again from the same spot that he found it last time. Does he find the Nomad? Is a real question. He's being noticed from the sky. No, he's not yet. Oh, he's going to find that frag as well. Look at that headshot. Under deranged. The man on the Jaeger is the one who's deranged. He's not going to find another. The shutdown comes in from the Thermite right back in, and Fatty Wolf will be equalizing the man count with finding the head of Noob. That is over my other board. Now, Skiffy has to work this upscale. I'm going to find that kill, and so he'll find the drone and have to move back. Push that the attackers don't want to make, but mind you, that is exactly what Skybound Esports have been doing for the 3 rounds consecutively. A push that they did not make. It'll come down to the last 1 minute. They've had a good had a good run so far this round. Good map control is established as well. Will they win these gunfights? It's the real question. Jimmy, along with Vermeulen, will be making his way towards the side of Museum. It looks like that is the push they want to convert on. And yes, Vermeulen is going to find Skiffy. That's a very important frag. And the Mozzie is going to take the fall for it. Paddy Wolves is going to make sure that nobody's allowed to come. Alright, this is looking really good in terms of how the positioning looks like for Skybound Esports. It's all going to come down to the Legion. And yes, it will. Terminator is going to get a frag, and that's Jimmy off the board. It's a 1 versus 2. Equalized man count, but in anybody's favor. Anybody could take this, and Terminator is going to light up the Zofia, and there's another Legion man that he's got to worry about when the push-up comes in, and he's going to lose that fight. It's a 1 versus 1, the Mute against the Zofia. 20 low on HP, Fatty Wolf is still not got any lifelines left as well. Warhead has got the shotgun in hand. The laser is showing up, but will that even matter? The rotation has come in from the laundry area, and the shotgun to the face. That is it. Saber Esports keep continuing the rampage on Cafe against Skybound. 4-0 is the scoreline. He will be going on 5 defeated so far. Is the meme coming alive? We'll see if I take this 7-0 once again, or will we see Skybound step up to the expectations they were supposed to?
Well, at least it wasn't the timer that ended the round for the side of Skybound Esports. They've got that going for them at the very least. I'm just joking, everybody. The round going back to the same thing from Skybound. They, as Foxy said right there, they didn't want to make the push against an operator or operators that they weren't comfortable trying to make the push happen on, even when it was the necessary play. Sometimes when it comes to competitive Rainbow Six, when you're an attacker, you have to make the decision of making a push to save time or taking time to maybe get the plant off from a safer angle. For the past 4 rounds, Skybound Esports have been making the decision to try and plant from a safer spot, getting their intel in, getting their utility clears in, and they have been spending far too much time on it. And Saber Esports have been very happily taking the advantage, not just in the gunfights, but also in the terms of time. Saber are on defense, Skybound are attacking. Time will be on Saber's side, especially in the last 30 seconds when the push needs to happen. If Skybound want to have enough time to plant the diffuser, they need to expedite their processes, be more efficient with gathering intel, not lose their drones to defenders who are inside a site. Try and find the roamers, try and find them and not spot them on the drones immediately, which gives away the fact that there is a drone nearby. There's those little things that Skybound would like to do properly, which would not give away the fact that, hey, there's a drone nearby, the push is coming, let me be ready for it. And as soon as they are, Saber have a thing where if, of course, you notice with their gunfights, especially in qualifiers, they manage to predict with a reasonably good rate where the push will be coming from. When it comes to Skybound Esports, that hasn't changed. And Saber have been taking advantage of that time and time again. 4-0 in round 5. Absolutely a no-show from Skybound Esports so far. Look at the droning happening right now inside a bakery. They know for a fact that there's somebody behind the bakery counter. They're going to be breaking down the main door. That's deranged right here. The IQ with the 5.52, not the G8A1, curiously enough. But his drone has been jammed straight into a mute jammer, and unfortunate for the man as flashbangs are going out and the counter is being watched from a good angle here on top of one of the cars outside of the exit doorway of Cafe. But unfortunately, the Zofia has been flashed by his own teammate. That was thermite right there, but I believe the ADSs have been burnt out. In the meanwhile, there's probably a couple of more mine magnets that they need to be careful of, and Noob still has an ADS right next to him for that matter, along with the mute jammer to stop them from figuring out his exact position, and the mute himself taking drones out left, right, and center, as the ADS is going to find one of Zofia's lifelines. And there should be a change coming in. No, it's an all-man push now, as that's going to be heard out. War's going to find one. The peek is in, excuse me, from Noob. Will he find one? Not quite yet, but he's going to do no damage either. He's whiffing his shots a little bit, but that is more than enough to scare off the attackers right now. They know that there's a mute right here. That's Warhead, and Dr. Dang's going to find Chris. In the meanwhile, but Terminator finds same Jimmix. That is it, 3 versus 4. Now, all down to these last 3 attackers. The push is coming in as Dr. Dang finds Skeefy on the other side of the map. The Buck is doing a lot of work, but the Jaeger right here has stalled the push from the side of the man with the diffuser. That's Vermeulen. As Dr. Dang, will he see the mute? Yes, he will, off the vertical line of sight. A good angle for him. A triple kill for the man. He's really popping off right now, as the Jaeger will now be in the pressure. There we go. He's going to go down. It's all down to the last defender. Terminator's gotten a double kill for himself as well. Does he know the push from Prep Room? I don't think he does. He should hear it out. No, he doesn't. And Skybound Esports will finally answer back to Saver. They will finally put a round on board. Round 5 goes to them off the back of a beautifully coordinated attack, even if it was very shaky to begin with. Round 6 is on the board, the final round before roll swap, and 4-1 is the scoreline in favor of Saver.
Finally, a good round for Skybound Esports to fall back to. Definitely, it was a little shaky, but better than the last time they attempted to do the same push. This time, they had the top floor control being established by Buck, and also the push happening simultaneously. That gave so much more leeway for the attackers to put on the frags and not enough space for the defenders to move around. A really good conversion indeed. Skybound Esports will be denying the meme game from Seva, at least not a 7-0 today that Seva will be walking away with. Let's see if mind you, the meme is not over till it is not a 7-1. It goes to 7-2, that's when the meme is done. You know, that means Skybound have cracked the meme already. But this is indeed round 6, and that means Seva Esports will still be on the defense, and that is going to be something that Seva will have to keep alive. They've got to make sure that they get their rounds on board, and they have. That is something that many people, happen to read. The fact that you're putting maximum rounds on board on Cafe while you're on defense. That is what a good team does. That is what good players should be doing as well. And that is what we have seen Seva Esports do. Mind you, we have seen Cafe have huge turnovers. In fact, I'm sure Blackjack remembers this in very graphic detail. The match of ESM versus Mercenaries. That match was going 5-1, and Mercenaries made a comeback and took them to 8-6. That was something else. That was back in Division 1, but speaking apart from divisions, the fact that we are in qualifiers almost in the same skill saturation level. Let's see if this time around we see a conversion happen or not. No, just making sure he's got himself enough to work with. That little bit of a space that he wants to work with. D-range has brought up the glass quite interestingly. I'm not sure that the glass will be serving as an important operator over here. I really don't know what they're thinking to make happen with this, but definitely something that I am very curious to find out. The mute being employed along with the smoke is definitely not allowing the drone works to come in, and that is why Skybound has been very iffy in terms of how they... now that I think about it, Skybound has been very skiffy about their intel trade-off. We'll see a drone... Dude, come on, dad jokes are my thing.
Dad jokes are showing.
I told you, I mean, dad jokes. If dad jokes are not, then I'm an artist. Yeah, anyways. We will be seeing Skiffy hold on with the shield. He's chilling at this moment. He's not got much to worry about. This, like I said, Skybound Esports, no intel, no... This is how Skybound Esports happen to take the fall always. They don't have enough intel. They don't like to face check, and actually, I wouldn't really blame them. So far, the match is right in front of you, Nomad. Nomad, you can just take them off. Shoot them with your gun. Yeah, thank you, Fatty Wolf. This man knows how to play this game. Oh, we'll be seeing Chris drop a frag. That's onto Vermeulen. Not sure where that came in from, but Dr. Nine from down is not exactly giving Chris a great time. Not decent, definitely not for sure. He's gonna have to fall back. Fatty will still be watching this angle. No, that's a bad decision making. He's still gonna win that gunfight. Whoop, alrighty then. No takes fall. There's somebody waiting for them. I believe that is Skiffy. Oh, he's gonna whip every single shot of his, and that's a shutdown. Skybound Esports put another attacking round on board, and that is a 4-2 that they'll be walking into role swap. Will we see 2 more rounds come up? Skybound, and look at that, the signature godly knife to the floorboards. But the real question is 2 rounds away from taking this to an equalizer, and 2 rounds away for Seva to take this to match point. Blackjack, the rule swap is in. Your thoughts on how this match is going ahead?
Well, this match, I'll tell you, Foxy, it is definitely heating up quite well, for that matter, between Seva Esports and Skybound. But now, here's going to be the kicker. Since Skybound are on defense, are they going to be able to pull off the next 2 rounds the same way Seva did? Meanwhile, Deranged is going to be taking the 6-pick out of the Vigil into the Pulse, while Seva Esports, no 6-pick from them from the looks of things. They are just going to proceed with the operator lineup that they selected before the 6-pick phase happened. Round 7 roll stopper is in place, and we'll be heading to 3rd floor bar from the side of Skybound Esports. Dr. Dang with the smoke, and we'll be just making some rotates with the Mossberg shotgun that all SAS operators actually bring on board for themselves. Meanwhile, Castle with the Super Shorty joining him for that, of course. St. Jimmix playing Castle means I believe that there might be proximity alarms in play from the man, unless he's brought a deployable camera. I believe that is Castle's other secondary gadget. And that should be very interesting indeed. Meanwhile, just oh, he actually has a deployable camera. All right, very interesting indeed. From St. Jimmy's opting not to play the proximity alarms, as we've seen a lot of teams do. Actually, the earlier games today, there was Mira available on Cafe Dostoevsky. That was the game between Same Clan and Decoy Dreams, and both teams, I believe, they ran the Mira with proximity alarms, in most cases anyway, and refused to use them. Even the castle didn't deploy his proximity alarms, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. Maybe there's like a gentleman's agreement that, you know what, proximity alarms, we're not using them for whatever reason. There could be, I'm not entirely sure yet. But that's something we'll find out later on, because the proximity alarms are a gazette of contention in Rainbow Six as it stands currently, so to speak. And many people have, of course, thrown their opinions around and making sure that we know that, hey, we like this and we don't. Meanwhile, we've got Warhead. They're going to be droning to his liking, for that matter. Going to be finding where these defenders are, but there is somebody from Skybound all the way down the first floor. Not really sure who that is. Could be Vermeulen the Jaeger. Yep, it is. He's coming up downstairs right now, and he might find somebody outside of the reading room door. He's careful of the New Heaven hatch right next to him, but oh, does he hear the run-in? Yes, he does. No, I don't think Vermeulen heard it, as a thermite charge is going to be expended to take out a castle barricade. Very interesting indeed, and that was the castle barricade on the Heaven window of Cigar. Meanwhile, there's a kill confirmed from one on to two Skybound operators. That's Vermeulen and Deranged off the board. I can't really see who did that because of the gigantic band wave that Battle has been since yesterday. Okay, Skeefy with the double. All right. There's Zofia with the Claymore and the gun. Finds a couple, but he's going to be lit up with the Skylight hatch dropping. The smoke knows where he's playing, but he will still find the head. Oh, dear me. Dr. Dang with the whiff from the SMG-11. But Skeefy will finally go down from inside his side. There's shots being fired. A certain to find St. Jimmix, the man who took down Skeefy. It's all down to Fatty Wolf, the one lone one inside of sight against four very, very angry Saber Esports attackers right now. Buck from below is doing his job while the shots are going to be fired from the east window. He wasn't aware of that. And Chris Ross, through the rotate, is going to see the feet of the Wamai take him out accordingly. And Saber Esports, their train has not stopped. Their momentum is going to be going ahead, for that matter. They sit on a 5-2 lead on round 8, 1 round away from match point.
All right, I've got to give a pat on the back to Saber for that last round. The attack was so perfectly well done. The Rappel game attack from the east side of the entirety of the map. Usually, you don't see many teams come up with such a good success ratio. Definitely something that Skybound Esports are not expecting. And 5-2 is indeed the scoreline. 1 run away from taking us to match point. Let's see how things go ahead. We will be seeing ourselves head into this matchup, and Vermeulen will be coming out with the Goyo this time around. Fatty Wolf is back on the castle. Deranged playing the Jaeger. We've got Jimmy playing the Pulse, and Dr. Dang will be on the mute. Very interesting lineup that we're getting to see for the downstairs hold, and that is something that we will be seeing. On that for Skybound Esports, definitely it's not exactly been a great day for them so far. Let's see if they still make it up from there. Right. Dr. Dang has got himself some nice lines of sight established, and he's making sure that it's a very interesting reinforcement. Usually I do not see reinforcements come out on the side, at the right side of the map. But I believe they want to employ Jimmy downstairs in the kitchen area, you know, to go for the C4 players, because it's entirety of the map, entirety of the side that is dining is actually C4 able. C4 able. I just said C4 able. Wow. No, he's actually already expended his C4 somewhere. I just heard somebody rip his C4. Was that Vermeulen? Yes, he has got replay C4 already. Not sure where. I believe that is on the top of the... No, that is... He just saw where he happened to mark that. Very, very good use of utility. I've got to give them that. But the Pulse is what is giving so much information of from where this attack from the side of Saber Esports is happening. We'll be seeing Jimmy fall back downstairs. He's going to making sure that nobody's pushing him, and more than that, he's got to stay alive. Oh, a very nice peek from the range. Not to find anything though, but look at this. Skiffy has already made his way inside museum area. Might as well go back on the drone. Let's see if he's able to make that into a conversion, or does this get noticed by Jimmy or not. Oh, yes, he knows now. Could go for the C4 play if he wants to. He's not doing that yet. As the breach, the thermite is happening. The C4 is into play. Oh no, that is not a place that you were supposed to C4. So it happened on the other side of the map, and that's huge piece of utility wasted now. Paddy will find Chris Ross, but Skiffy is going to find Dr. Dangby in the meanwhile. That's a refrag brought right back in. As now the side of Skybound Esports know exactly where the attackers are pushing in from. They're trying to go for these peaks. Something to convert at least as of now, while going to find Paddy Wolf for a really nice frag coming in. But Jimmy from downstairs will be watching the run from the breach that just happened. Two shots being exchanged between Mullen, while D-Rings will be going for the peak. That is in fact the flank that he wants to make happen. Will he be able to find somebody? No, he's watching the same angle as his friend, and that is it. The diffuser does get dropped. 3 versus 3 indeed. So we will be seeing a little bit of a panic type coming from Noob as well. He's going to be on the rappel game, that is the buck. While Vermeulen picks up another frag. This is really looking good as the tides are turning in the favor of Skybound Esports slowly. Noob on the rappel and Warhead inside Museum is all that is left for Saber Esports. He's not even going to find the first frag on the Jaeger. It's all on the Noob. In fact, the buck, the lone survivor, with 40 seconds or make that 30 seconds left, that he's got to convert into a victory. If he wants to walk away with this, mind you, that is the question. Skeleton keys out and his position very obviously given away. They're getting welcome in right in his arms, and he will not win that gunfight. Alrighty then, Vermeulen definitely, I was not expecting him to lose that. And now Jimmy be the only man on full HP. The range might as well lose this gunfight. No, he won't. He employs the long angle and perfectly used indeed. Skybound Esports walking away with another round as a very good breather, stopping Saber Esports from taking this round to match point. As this match gets a little spicy, will the spice be enough to keep Skybound Esports breathing and get 2 more rounds on board before Saber match point?
Well, 3-5 being the scoreline still in favor of Saber Esports definitely means that the pressure is still on Skybound Esports for the remainder of this match, so to speak. Because even if they do manage to equalize against Saber, first floor kitchen being the site in this round, they will have to go to match point, and that is another pressure in and of itself. 5-5 to 6-5, and then maybe to 7-5. Yeah, that's going to be a tough fight indeed, especially against the way Saber is playing right now. They tried to get into sight, but unfortunately the angles were all in place from the side of Skybound Esports. Well played to them this time, playing the long game against Saber and making sure that they get the kills, they get the drops, and they hold whenever they need to. Saber Esports, of course, a bit overexcited, shall we say, in that last round, pushing towards reading, but hopefully they're going to be able to adapt nice and quickly, as they do need a bit more intel from the looks of things. The way they were pushing in, they didn't look like they had quite enough intel, on where they needed to make the push happen. Again, that's just what it looked like to me from here. I could be, of course, wrong, as it could have just been the fact that Skybound outplayed them, which is very much possible indeed. The Deranged is going to be setting up a couple of ADSs to protect this Goyer Shield in front of him from popping. And that's going to be very important, mind you, because if the Goyer Shield pops, that's half the counter completely exposed to fire. And that's not going to be a good time for the Jaeger. No, 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 sir. As he's going to barricade off the VIP corridor, the bar door of first floor. Fatty Wolf in the meanwhile gonna do the single reinforcement on Freezer with the rotate out into the shield inside of VIP itself on the first floor, but there's already shots being fired from the G8A1. I could hear that as no kills have been confirmed just yet. But he's gonna be droning away for his teammate. Chris Ross in the meanwhile is gonna go up to the exit terrace, that is. And they're gonna be, I think he's gonna be going for the 3rd floor push. Indeed, looks like it. He's gonna break the east window of the 3rd floor cocktail lounge. He's going to hold this down for the time being, trying to make sure that the noise, if it does attract any defenders, gets, they get taken out accordingly. He's going to be holding down this angle nice and hard right now because, of course, he needs to, as the rest of the attackers, Saber Esports, need to make this play happen any second now. Because again, if Saber are unable to take this a match point, they will be in a pinch, that is, because Skybound will start to make the comeback happen, and if they start to make the comeback happen, that's where Saber will probably start to not have a great time. Cross meanwhile got a drone for himself that is droning ahead of him to make sure that the place is clear. And I believe Skeefy's holding down brown stairs all the way from the top floor as well. As, yep, there you go, in Cigar Balcony. He's trying to go for something right now. Not really sure what. Maybe trying to clear out the line of sight. He's actually going to try and go on to the ledge, but no, Skeefy. That doesn't work anymore. That ledge trick from Coconut Bra has been patched out. As Pillar Room is going to be holding this down for the time being. Not on any ledges, that is. Meanwhile, default cameras being watched from the side of the defenders to try and make sure that they get all the intel they need. Vertical lenses side are being opened by the block and, of course, through the breach charges all over the map. They're trying to find a kill here and there. Maybe they'll be able to, as lots of explosions are going off as well. Fatty Wolf has taken quite a beating, but he's still alive, and that's what really matters right now. Vermeulen trying to take a vertical fight right here. He's not going to find a just get, but Omai has been spotted. Shots being fired towards the IQ. Christos not really in a dangerous position. He's going to see the operator inside, but no, he's going to get taken out by the castle. That's St. Jimmix with a beautiful shot on Christos, and that's Ava losing a man. They have less than 30 seconds remaining to make this push happen, and unless they're able to, they won't be able to get the plant off, and if they don't get the plant off, the time will be doing to them what it did to the side of Skybound. Skeefy's going to find Dr. Dang in the meanwhile, and there goes the Womai. Skeefy with another one for himself, as the Nomad has found another one. That's Warhead. Suddenly swung heavily in favor of the defenders, but Vermeulen's found one. That's Warhead down. He's trying to play vertical. Deranged finds Skeefy. He's going to come back to side, but he's getting taken out from the cold room. And there's the buck from above to secure the kill for the side of Seva Esports. They will be taking this to match point off the back of winning round 9. And oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, the match point is in fact secured from the side of Seva Esports, as a round 10 will be in play from both of these teams. Skybound had a great hold, but unfortunately it came down to the gunfights, and that is where Seva Esports really shone through. Well, that being said, of course, there's a little bit of a firing going on in the alt chat because Skeefy misses his sound, and understandably so. Siege is a game that relies very heavily on sound, but as I pass the mic over to Foxy, our admin, third floor cocktail is going to be the side of choice, from the defenders. Match point. Are we going to see the victory here, or is this still a game that could go on for a while?
Let's get in the next round nice and quickly. Seva Esports sit on the advantage definitely, and very good advantage. In fact, very comfortable as well. Definitely not something that Skybound Esports were expecting coming into this matchup. Let's see how that turns out for them, as we will be going ahead. I got Vermeulen coming up with the Maestro pick, and he's getting the reinforcements done well and good. Fatty Wolf on the Womai as well. He's going to make sure that the Womai charges will be put to use along with the shield that he's brought on table. Jimmy, meanwhile, I don't know, Jimmy just reminds me of... Alright, anyways, we will be seeing us head into this round. 6-6, let me just do that quick maths in my head, and this is round 10. Yeah, there we go. Yes, I am not that great with numbers, thank you. But that should be very evident on how you can see what I've made my career choices in. Anyways, that out of the way, jokes apart. We'll be seeing Vermeulen come out with Maestro Cam. He's trying to find a good spot, but he's not still found it yet. While I believe the white window is being watched because there's somebody who happened to open it. Chris Ross will be going downstairs to make sure there's no secret put into play. And, just insurance. Don't want to repent later. Better safe than sorry. He's noticed some utilities being expended, well, but not enough to take that out. Drone work's being done on the bottom floor while they make sure the top floor controller is being relished as well. No, actually, making sure they gain control over it by getting the drone works in. Chris Ross makes his way inside, and now what is that he spotted? That's over my charge. All right, a very intelligent use of the RED, making sure you're getting the charges from below. So that means projectiles will be all the while more easier to use from above. And look at it. Just speak about Skiffy is already made his way up closer to this area. That is awfully close indeed to the site. And he's going to spot the Maestro Cam. I believe he wants to go for it. And yes, he'll get it as well. A good use of utility that he's brought in. But another Womai charge goes out. That is bound to catch one of the lifelines that gets thrown in. But the Womai doesn't know there's a drone Zofia. And neither does the Zofia know that the Womai has made his way back. Now she does with the rotation coming in. Drone works are done as well. Skiffy making sure that there's a no match out there. I believe he's demanding from Warhead. Yes, Warhead is on his way as well. Main breach has happened while derails don't find a frag on the noob. That is from down below, I believe, as the breach from Coordinator should happen any moment now. I was a little scared. Not gotta trust Chris Ross, man. He's watching your back. Go to it. Let's go with the breach. Watching his fellow teammates back as well. A very good support player indeed. As Skiffy will be demanding. I'm not sure what's going on with the comms, but definitely the way that they're pinking the walls and stuff is something that, you know, to have a over in terms of how things go down. The Kai charge along with the mute stopping them from making this push happen, and look at that. That's why the breaches happen in the soft wall and not the hard wall indeed. Kai will be playing on a very influential spot indeed. Jimmy, that is. Push from white is happening as well, but Jimmy is the one who's got to stay alive right now. This might as well be the round the Skybound Esports walk away with, but Terminator is going to win that gunfight and bring this to the equalizer. It's a nice frag, but another frag comes in from the attackers, and that is Nomad. The board Nomad goes down with the refrag coming in from the mute. It's a 3 versus 3, but will Dr. Dang find this? Another frag. C4 goes out. It's not to claim anything, but won't. But the plant is going to get stopped as well. No, it'll be planted, in fact, if he's going to find a frag. Derange onto another. It's a 2 versus 2, and now Dr. Dang and Derange is all that is left for Skybound Esports to keep their hopes alive and win this match. He knows exactly where she's playing, but the drop down has happened already onto Laundry. He's going to spring this all the way. Not very advisable. Dr. Dang is going to win this fight, and yes, he will. It's a 2 versus 1. Chris Ross has got to make this clutch happen if he wants to. He's supposed to take this match ahead, or it'll come down to Skybound, and yes, it will. He whiffs his shots, and there's the kill confirmed from the range. He's going to land the headshot, and Skybound Esports get another chance to stay alive in this qualifiers. All by the back of Dr. Dang. And Deranged. Skybound Esports get round 10 on board. Will we see another round put on board? Because right now, Seva Esports are still in the advantage. They're still on match point.
Round 11 is in, and the score is a 6-4 in favor of Seva Esports. They still are on match point, and they could still win everything right now if they just managed to, you know, win out a round. That's pretty much what it comes down to. You know, it really isn't anything outside of that. As Fox, actually, could you take this round? I need to deal with a little something.
All right, coming back. Looks like apparently the chat is talking about how this offering looks like having another bad internet day. I'm not sure. I've love to have, you know, like a recheck done on that. Yeah, but yeah, it does not look so good. But I hope you guys will you will tag along, because match gets all the while more interesting. Definitely before the next match coming up, we'll get that fixed. But match in hand is Seva Esports facing on Skybound. Once again, the side is going to be Redeem and a Fireplace, and this time around, I hope Jimmy knows where you want to expel a C4 on. Don't want to lose it. It's a very important piece of utility indeed. Let's see if they'll be able to make that or not. Fibernet Esports have definitely got the uphill work task to do over here. 2 rounds on board that they've got to get consecutively in. Or will it just be Seva Esports walking away with this match? That's definitely the meme game has already been out of the contest. 7-4 is a possibility for Seva Esports. 7-5 is a possibility for Seva Esports. Or will we see Skybound take us 6-6 overtime? Only stands to see. Fatty Wolf making sure there's not enough angles open, none of which the attackers can take an advantage from, and enough reinforcements being done as well. Jimmy will still be playing up top inside the train museum. He's going to make sure that he rotates when he's needed to. And quite interestingly, Chris Ross will be running the Lion. Alright, looks like they're not able to deal with the aggression that is coming in from the side of from the other side of him. Oh, alright, the window's going to be open. He's going to try and find some frags. He's going to get the golden shield first and foremost. He's going to find the Goya as well, where Mueller not a peak that you want to be making. That's an angle that always works in the favor of the attackers, and that is exactly what Chris Ross will do. Will take that advantage right off the board. That's not only a Goya, the vector of the board, but also a man and also a C4 that Skybound Esports just lost while they sit on a heavy disadvantage. Still be seeing them hold this down. The range has got the top floor control established. Jimmy trying to find any kills that he can, but the rappelling is what will be stopped from mute in case the line decides to go for it. Nothing of that sort is happening yet, as I don't think the mute charges are anywhere on the mute, as that would have denied the line charges coming in. He gets spotted. That's a derange, and that's your Jaeger in fact. Trying to make this push. No, he's going to get caught up once again by the Lion. That's a double kill on board. Stiffy is take the fall. I'm not sure where that came in from, but Fighty Wolf has not fallen back. So definitely something that Skybound Esports have found themselves at a massive advantage on. Still trying to find. Still trying to find a specific point of insertion. Not exactly something they've been able to do that perfectly so far. If he's back on his feet with the self-revive, mind you, and that is why he's on 5 HP only. A deployable cam is going to get taken out as well, but no C4 to convert that into a victory. As Christos is going to find Dr. Dang. That's your mute. Cannot. Mighty World fan, Jimmy is all that is left. Both these FBI operators that have so much hanging thread on the thread, excuse me, for Skybound Esports. A 2 versus 5 that they've got to make happen. A nomad charge. That was right in front of him. He's not going to notice that, and the Buck is going to punish him for that, and see why Esports will be winning this round. And the match. So sorry, guys.
Well,
Yes,
while Foxy goes to
Yeah.
deal with his current voice situation, Saber Esports are going to be your victors on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky because, yeah, that is the victory right there. 7-4 in their favor. Unfortunately, Skybound will not be making a comeback today. They are, in fact, going to be saying good night and goodbye for Season 4. And, oh boy, the all chat is so salty right now. Both of these teams, of course, are going at each other. Not really sure what happened right there, but looks like there's some issues between them. Anyhow, with that being said, we are going to be moving into a little bit of a break right here to get our throats refreshed, get our vocal cords rested, and we'll be right back with the last game of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, Saul will be taking on KL11 Esports on the last match of the second day of qualifiers for Season 4. We'll be right back with the last game. Stay tuned.
Sana's gonna land some, gonna fire some shots downrange. He's not to be a complete and 11 setup. There's one guy sitting behind the Aquabar and he's gonna get fired. He has no idea that Ash is right next to him. Ash plant. The smoke's gonna connect behind that. That's gonna give away Smoke's position. The Ash is gonna push in. She does not know the Smoke's front, but she's gonna get him as well. And this is a complete collapse from the side.
Oh dear.
PM. Oh my god. What just happened? Direct from the side of Stoneheart. That's going to be Linpo and Resto of the board. It's all down to Adelaide. She has a minute. He has a minute, my bad, to make this happen. It's probably been called out that Maestro is inside garage, and yes, Adelaide takes him out. He used it to get 2 kills. Hiban is going to be using the flashes and probably going in for a plant. It's going to be a default plant, so Stoneheart might just be able to deny it from downstairs. As he sees the legs, he's going to fire some shots, but no, it's going to be called out. That plant's going to be going down, and it's like cash. The flashbang comes out as bandits get flashed. Adred does not make good use of it as he lands some shots onto Stoneheart, and he's going to be 1 health as Adred clutches it successfully for
Invalid is going to take Kingu off. Excuse me, he's going to be taken off the board by Kingu. As it is a 2v2 right now. The plant is coming off from Cresta once again. Maestro's pushing up metal, and Kingu's trying to push up the rotate. And Maestro's going to deny the plant with the last 5 seconds of the round. He's going to fire 4 shots, and the Aldo will connect onto Adorate. And Maestro with the clutch for his team, denying the diffuser, getting the last kill, will give Shining Heroes round 6. Smoke canister as well as 50 seconds left in the round, and Neverdime have to push. It's now or never for them, as without getting the plant off, they won't be able to extend the round timer. Choco's going to look to go in, but he's going to get one. That is Zenas on the board as he gets to down Sam. And Moses going to get one. That's Kuntal. That's a 2v2. Suddenly, he has to go to the plant right now with cover from Shota, and that's what he's going to be doing. As Lem is going to try and push in, but there's no space there for cover. He's going to find the smoke. Do a lot of damage, but the castle is still here. The plant is going off. It has gone off for that matter, and now it's a 2v2 in the post plant. It's a 1v2 for that matter. All down to Killer with the castle and the UMP. He won't be able to do it, as Never Diamonds will make the plays happen for themselves and take CCTV on a round 9. Right there, he's going to take on Nanny. using a bullet hole boost right there. The Womack gets the kill. The slice goes down as well. That's Flanker taking down Mike as Royce is taking down Cruzy in the meanwhile. The reflag had happened. The Ash charge away as well. As looks like, oh, he's going to get one. The Thermite goes down as well as he makes the rotation. And Flanker's going to get another one. That's a triple kill for the Legion right here. What is the man doing? He is ripping through Virtual Fire's attack. And Viper seems to be the only one remaining for the side of Monka's. The door of Workshop, or Surface as you will. There's a runner come from Lusty Boy, but no, that's going to be the distraction, Mikey, because Flanker gets the 4K through the window of supply room. He does a 1v2 right now, and he has to try and make a 1v2 happen for his team, but will he be able to? The Jackal sitting on the red covered hallway, he doesn't even have the fuser, and only so much time left for him as the Clash is going to be shocking away, chipping away at his HP, leading him towards the Kite for the eventual kill, as Jackal's going to go for the piece. The Kite's hiding, and that is Dash right here, as Jackal wants to make this play happen. He's going to shot from Nanny, he's going to connect, knifing the Clash and getting the headshot while trying to ADS on Kite's head. What? A very close game right here. Doc is sitting way too close to the gym bedroom door as Bucky made his way in to bathroom. And Notorious gets a double. That's Ninja Freak and Europe has to clear down. It's all down to the 3v2 right now as Notorious might just make a clutch happen for Steve. Snow's flanking. Rotating back of the main stairs, and Doc's gonna find another one. Notorious with a triple kill. He might just find the Zofia. No, he will be taken out accordingly. As it's down to the 1v2 for the Legion. Vortex is he took one, and oh, what a shot from Snow right there. He gets the double onto Rats and Vortex, despite being stunned and going prone on the main stairs. He will get the kill for his team.
In the life of the castle, that is Jason out of the board. Mecox is going to get another. What a play from the Sledge over here. Is definitely shutting down Union Gaming, but Hyperdish is here to cover while the plan is going down. It's all down to the Jaeger now. Fadels has to clutch this out. He gets one kill. That is the Mechhawks. The kill machine shut down. That's another one. That is on to next. Who does he find the third? Yes, he does. And one clutch coming in from Fadels. A 1 versus 3 from the Jaeger, and that is going to put the equalizer on board for Union Gaming and make this a 4-4 in nobody's favor.
Sound off in the chat. I know I've asked this question before, but I'm curious to see if anybody's changed their what they play. Oh, the double spawn peak comes out from Blank and Fatals right there. The French boys coming to play for Union Gaming. Another defender up there. That looks like the Rook. Yep, there we go. Blank is going to get that headshot onto Chu and insta-healed by his French friend. And the run out from, okay, that's Fatals. Will he find this over? He does! And that's a double kill for the Jock right there. He also sees the Hibana and takes it. And Union Gaming with a flawless round off the back of some insane plays from the Doc and the Rook, Fatals and Blank, as they are going to take match point by winning round 10. These will come down any second now. Yep, there we go. The counter defuse is coming in from the Echo. Monty's made his way very close, but the Buck is here to deny. He's going to find two. He's going to down one, of course, and that is Beaver getting the kill. But no, the Skeleton Key comes out, and will he find the Goya? Yes, he will. A triple kill for Blank. He's on route for the ace, and he will get it. Blank on the Buck with the ace to give the round to Union Gaming. Is going to win out round 4 right here, off the back of a very fast plant from the Monty, surviving a C4 as well. Of course, the Echo out there, and oh, that was a C4 throw. That did not connect. I believe he puts it in. He's going to find Mute, and oh dear me, Beaver, he does find Jesus, but Skipper goes down. And as I was saying, Beaver nearly took down his own teammate, as Skipper has gone down, but the Wamai goes down. That's Beaver taking another one for himself on the JV, and the Maverick pushing up to him. The IQ is coming in as well for the kill, and both of them are coming in for that matter, as Buck is now going to go for a plant in a different position, and the Echo exposes himself, and there we go. Beaver will take the kill onto Blank, and Vector Sports will win round 7 right here.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power, experience, the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Now, 3 versus 2 for that matter. The drive has come in for Kingfish. Danu is going to be holding down here while Mello is going to get 2 for his all right for himself as Mello with the order, not stopping. He's going to get 3. Mello, what are you doing? He's going to get Enigma with a quick headshot. It all comes down to Kingfish and Mello with the 4K.
Well then.
Whoa, all right, Maestro. Alrighty then. Mello, not stopping. Totally not Mello here. Goes to that doorway. Heartless. He's gonna take out the Maestro cam. Easy peasy for him, but the push comes in, but he's gonna get caught out. Ash is here to try, and alright, the plan is already gonna go down. Beat up with the plan on the reinforcement that Ash now. That is gonna be the Thatcher. He knows he's got a really good line of sight. He's on the rapid game. He gets Ethan. Still got 2 more defenders to cut through. Defense, got to make sure they play this right. Ash on the triple kill. Does he get the quad? Onto the bandit, that is Baba Yaga. He's got to play this right. He's got to get the Rappler. Where's the Rappler game? It's going to be a little too far off, and that is that point 8. Go to match point.
With the double for himself, as it is all down to Maestro. Enigma on the Evil Eyes and the Alda. He knows something's pushing small office, and he's got to try and make this really happen for his team. He sees he can restart. The Alda will win. That's the first kill for him. In a 1v2 situation now, as the plant is finally going down. He's going to focus on Blackbeard, but he has to focus on the plant, and he will be doing that. But and he downs him. The diffuser is down, and it is all down to Blackbeard ready to play against the Maestro with the Alda. He's going to cross over to try and go for the UF. No, he just has the diffuser, but he's going to peek, and he'll be taken up by Enigma, who gets the 1v3 clutch for Zilla Sports right here. What a play from the Maestro with the Evil Eye downing the Hibana on the plant.
So many drones are getting dispatched and a few pre-fires come in as well. But he's going to lose that fight to Killen and a really swift take. He's actually holding down to this very shot as well over here, and she's going to get dispatched as that is a Zofia. The double kill so far. And so many flashbangs being caught out by the Magnet. And look at that peak! from Killen. He's going to punish Royce for a very little speed. Killen is going to get one. He's going to get the quad kill for himself. Killen, what are you doing? He gets the ace. What a way to start off this match here. Hoffman Esports. What a play from Killen here. He's going to drop bodies left, right, and center as he secures the first round for Hoffman Esports. Seeing Sam trying to maneuver himself back while Vinci is going to get himself a frag on. The SMG 11, the C4 goes out. That claims a life, but Dopop is going to refrag onto Vinci. It's a 1 versus now. Dopop is very low on HP. He knows he's got to make this clutch happen. He pushes in and he loses that fight. Oh boy, Nevin Ivans are finally going to go to match point.
There to provide support to his teammate. C4 also misses. The diffuser is already being planted. Diffuser being planted. 20 seconds left. Will immediately take out Hexes. Will he finds the third? He doesn't. Thermite will eventually go for the refrag. We still see Goyo taking out Thatcher. And now it's just all down to Crown the Clown with just 5 HP remaining. Prone from the Goyo. Immediately finds the head of Pulse. But Goyo will be there to immediately capitalize it. But he still has a lot of time. Does he have it? Does he? Open Esports. Side and quickly this point can go in the favor of level 0 Esports because Jittery and Daggerfist are the only 2 players from Team Quantum G1. Will they be able to find a miracle down here for Team Level 0 Esports, stating that this site is from the reading room. IQ hoping to get for the pre-fire, and Jittery will immediately get the headshot from Slayer, and he'll immediately get Envy and gets a double kill. Jittery on fire. Are you kidding me, Jittery? Another kill taking out Veneno, and still it's all down. Like it's equalized. Both of them has the same player. It's just Mighty, Sexy K, and Daggerfist and Jittery to close this one out. He doesn't even see Daggerfist and immediately gets a kill on Mighty. What is going on? It's all down to Sexy K. I just can't believe. I really can't believe Mighty did not even see Goyo. Jittery with the final kill, immediately taking out Sexy K as they will finally get the win on round 5. And that too, it is a 4K on Jittery and a misplay from Team Level 0 Esports.
This is, of course, one of the key positions that a Blackbeard can hold. And there we go, the ink candelas are being thrown in, the smokes are going up, but no! It's going to be denied instantly from Aniket, who's going to get Skipper and Rips right here. The Echo is absolutely insane. As he shut down 2, he's going to get a 3rd, and that is a triple kill for the man himself. The plant is still going down, mind you. Sort of on the capital will be able to get it off, and he's going to be team killed. Oh no, Beaver! He's going to end up taking out the planter himself, as it is all down to Beaver to try and redeem himself in a 1v3 situation. He's got the... Oh, he gets the hammer out, but no, to no avail. Aniket's going to get a quad for himself, and the counter defense to go off. And the main door, who's still turning, but no, Slayer doesn't know that there's one on main stairs. He's going to be taken out, but the reflect comes in from Hypertension. He's going to finish with the C4, and that is Mighty off the board. Excuse me, Mighty taking Hypertension off the board. As more shots are fired, Mighty takes a few shots, but no, he connects right there onto shot. There's one more in bar, one more pushing the side door. He's gonna find the one in bar. He does. That's a triple kill for the Bandit. True is off the board, and Phoenix trying to take a Bandit out is unfortunately gonna be facing a 4 versus 2. Massive disadvantage, and oh no, the Thermite could be taken out. He's second. No, Bandit goes the wrong way. Thermite tries to pre-fire, but no, he'll be taken out as well. Mighty with the run out, getting the kills for his team. As Rax is gonna find Deathhammer. That's a big kill right there. The buck is off the board. And that's one aspect of the vertical gameplay, and run clear removed from the side of TEC Esports. In the meanwhile, Hibana's opened up a little line of sight, I think, on the wall and freeze. And Rax is going to connect that shot onto a third, and that's another one down. That's the Hibana off the board, just as I speak about her. He's going to make his way towards bar. He knows there's going to be people in cigar shop. He's going to find another. Will he find the 4th? He's going to light him up quite a bit. And that is, of course, Kajit, I believe. Yep, he is. He goes down as his official peak any second now. But no, the ace is going to be denied to the Jaeger. He's only going to have to save for a quad to just deploy as the Jackal will be going down as well. That's another big kill right there from Tsushima. Senpai himself is on the second floor. As Menchi's going to go down as well. The kill should be confirmed in second now as the Bandit's coming around the breach on the office wall facing Yellow Stairs Landing. There we go. Oh, he's just going to play around for a bit. The kill is confirmed finally, as it's a 5v2 for Union Gaming to try and play instead. And James has to be very careful of the Legion playing on the Dragon Stairs. Thermite knows that there's something there. But no, Senpai is going to get that kill. And he's going to get another one. And Tsushima, dude, that is, what, a 4K for him in this last round. And, well, Oh, look at that shot onto the column right there. What a play from Kishima Jones, bringing himself back from the slightly less than stellar early game that he had back in the early rounds of this match. And the winners on Team Park are, of course, Esports.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the W Black D Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege Season 4 Qualifiers, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming and Games The Shop. I'm your host, Blackjack, and joining me is my co-host, Sam and Foxy, as we are here on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky for the final game of the night. Saw will be taking on KL11 Esports. Still still a little on the fence about pronouncing KL11, KL11. I'll probably get used to it over the course of this match. But we are, of course, here on Cafe Dostoevsky yet again. This is the third time we're seeing Cafe today. Is there a new meme incoming? We had the Clubhouse League. Is it going to be the Cafe League now? I'm just kidding. But the bans are not. Saw have banned the Thatcher off the board immediately. That's, of course, a fairly standard ban. We've seen him banned pretty much all the time when it comes to competitive Rainbow Six, even ranked for that matter. So, no surprises there. The second ban coming in from the side of KL11 is going to be the Blackbeard. Okay, then. Blackbeard, a slightly less common ban when it comes to Cafe as a map. But interestingly enough, it looks like they don't want Saw to be able to play the Blackbeard. And, of course, Saw will not be getting to play that operator. They, of course, still have a ban on a defender remaining, as there's a little bit of clarification going on in the alt chat about the current state of Echo. But Mira is going to be the ban from the side of KL11. And yep, the Spanish operator, we rarely ever get to see her play. We got to see her play earlier today, but not anymore. And the Jaeger ban is going to come out from Saw indeed. The last ban being a very, very influential ban on Cafe, because Jaeger, as an operator, especially in the current meta of Rainbow Six Siege, is an operator that is pretty much a must pick when it comes to defenders. And with him off the board, it's going to have to be Womai to be brought out from the side of defense, because if they don't, they can pretty much kiss their utilities goodbye. And they wouldn't want to do that. First for Kitchen Service is going to be the site of choice from the side of Saw. And of course, let's have a quick look at both of the rosters here in play. We've got Bad Boy, Lucifer, Nightmare, Bot, Skullex, and Pusscat from the side of KL11. And from the side of Saw, we've got War Dog, Lucifer, Dank Play, and Sick Boy. Sick Boy is the man who takes the sixth pick out of the Echo into the castle. And that is going to get us nice and ready into round one. That being said, Kitchen being the side of choice, I believe Lucifer thinks he may or may not have found a drone already. He probably may have with the first test of his launcher, right, of the get-go. That's probably going to be very lucky for him if he actually managed to do that. And we are going to be moving into the rest of round one as the reinforcements, the breaches, the rotations, and all the usual stuff that we get to see from teams in Cafe is going to be in play. Although one thing to note, even if today has been a Cafe heavy, shall we say, I'm still a happy camper because we have not had a single match of Clubhouse all day. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have not been the Clubhouse League today, not even in the slightest. Who would have thought that the day would come that qualifiers would say, nope, we are not playing Clubhouse today. That being said, of course, round one will be underway as both the Thermite and the Hibana decides to stare into the sky for whatever reason, maybe through a drone long with, of course, by looking up, but I'm not really sure what happened there as there's a disconnection here from Lucifer. Saw have lost a defender. That's pretty big right there, because having lost that defender, that's going to put them in a 4 versus 5, not in a good situation at all. And with the way they have their defense set up right now, it's not too late for the castle to make it back in, but Play will not be able to from the looks of things because there's an attacker right outside on the train balcony. He's got his bailiff out trying to make some rotates for himself. A Sick Boy looks like he's going to be holding second floor as well for the time being with the Super Shorty and the UMP in hand. And Dank is holding down an angle that is on the train museum window from below. A good angle indeed, but will this result in any kills? Will any attacker decide to go through this window? Remains to be seen. The alibi went for a peek right there on to that train museum window, and he got a kill. Well played to him, and that is Bot from the side of K11 of the board. Sajid meanwhile establishing vertical lines aside for himself, and to find these defenders on the second floor, because now K11 are aware of the fact that they are here as the grenade gets dropped in. And that should take care of the castle barricade right there as more vehicle lines aside are going to be open.
I don't think the attackers know this side is all the way downstairs. The way that they're attacking this, I think that is what is going on, Blackjack. Very honestly, I really don't think they don't notify that side is
Oh
downstairs.
yeah,
they
it
think
really
the
doesn't
side
look
is-
like it, does it?
Yeah. Look at that. The diffuser is in hand of the Zofia as well. They dropped the diffuser outside, and now she's gonna go in. Any moment now, she's gonna realize the fact that this is not the side. They've managed to get 2 frags on board, and the Zofia is moved in. Matter of time till she goes in, she draws the diffuser. Oh, never mind. They've realized that the side is downstairs. Finally got that work done, and 30 seconds left. Not much time to work with. In fact, it just has to happen on a very scale and a very quick scale as well. Trying to find some frags here, very methodical, but that C4 is going to be up to no avail. I hope Wardock knows that. I'm still going to be watching this angle. A revolve comes, rotate comes in. In fact, revolve, I said, wow. We'll still be seeing Wardock hold this down. He's got the shotgun in hand, and the push comes in. That is not going to get countered. Zofia is going to walk away with that kill, but Dank is here to shut the Zofia down. Will that be enough till the plan goes down? No, it won't be. KL11 win all by the back of some amazing gun skill and the man count that they had an advantage. Dank requests a rehost in play. He will be going to the rehost right back. Never mind. Rehost won't be into play. Okay, then he's back. Blackjack, sorry for cutting you off there. I just wanted to point out the fact that I don't think they know the site is over there. Anyways, coming back to round 2 over here, Pusscat will be playing the glass, and we've got Skullex on the IQ. Quite interesting. The operator select. Once again, Saw will be going back downstairs on kitchen service and kitchen cooking. Let's see if they're able to stand up to it or not. The 6-pick from both these teams will come in. That is onto Zofia and the Mozzie, as Lucifer is having a little bit of having a good time. He's just chilling. He's enjoying. Or going ahead into this matchup, definitely one round in the favor of KL11. KL11. There we go. Just making sure my tongue is a little adjusted to calling that team's name. The weirdest team's name that I've seen so far. Actually, not the weirdest. And I wish I was allowed to tell you what is the weirdest team name I've gotten to cast the name on. But right now, I'm going to put that aside for now. Let's focus on the game, and let's focus on the play that these guys are making. Speaking of which, play will be playing the alibi. He's going to bring up the all of the utilities along with the prismas and the cameras up top. Holding this top side, looks like that is what Saw wants to do. And out of muscle memory, I was about to say Saw wing hustlers. No, it's just Saw. The rebrand has definitely come into place from them, along with a massive. I think it's the other roster of Saw. Yeah, that is. I believe that is that. Yeah. Let's see if they will be able to stand up against it or not. What will be watching this angle? He's got the prep room wall. One of them unreinforced. That means he can definitely pre-fire away. Have himself a nice angle established. But the Zofia is the one getting spotted out by the alibi's prismas, and they're working to perfection indeed. That is exactly the purpose that they were made to serve, and they will do exactly that. Bad boy Lucifer made his way up top. He's just running in for piano. There's no emphasis in terms of how the defenders are playing on the top floor. That means it's Alibi, the Mozzie, and the Castle playing up top. A nice roam hold definitely coming out from them. While the ban wave is going crazy. Look at that. The bans are coming alive. Alright. Gives me more motivation to play ranked. Definitely, I will hop into some games once I'm done here with this match. Well, that out of the way, we'll be seeing Alibi. Trying to find some frags, maybe just sprays. But mind you, she might as well get caught in the midst of that. All the sprinting that she's having to do around the map. Let's see if that is going to be the case or not. Sick boy, I think he did get spotted up by the top floor play, but no, play is going to get a frag, and another Pushcat and Skullex, both of them go down. A very nice frag did come down from the Sick boy, is going to get as well. It's all on a bad boy Lucifer and a bot. Bot will making his way down from red stairs, and bad boy will be onto pillars. He might meet and exchange sites with the alibi any moment now. But where is she playing? She's fallen back, and so has everybody else back on the site. They'll be reinforcing and barricading all of this stuff, making sure that they have enough room to work with, and a very nice strategy being employed by Saw over here. Definitely something that I'd love to see. Ibana will be making her way in, but there's something that is distracting her. At least as of now, there's the bullets coming in from the side of the alibi. Bot has not only lost a little bit of HP, but a lot of time as well. He's got the diffuser, and her life, that is Ibana's life, is going to be very influential in how this round goes further. So our breach being done, Iban trying to find a frag. They're watching for any potential flanks coming in, but there is a big boy Lucifer who's doing that as well for him. Push from prep room is still happening, but the C4 is gonna come and tries to track the C4 down. Not enough. The alibi is gonna greet him with the gun instead, and that's a triple kill for play. Does he find a quad kill? Bad boy Lucifer is gonna get taken out by the Mozzie. Lucifer grabs Lucifer. Very, very nice trade-off coming in there, and Saw will have themselves a flawless round off the back of the first round. Definitely did not turn out in their favor. A nice strategy onto defense being employed by them. Round 3 is where we'll be going in nobody's favor.
Very well played to both the teams right there. 1-1 is the scoreline on round 3, of course, as we're going to be moving to third floor bar and cocktail lounge from the looks of things from the side of Saw on his defense right here. They definitely want to get the rounds on board as the Maestro is going to be in play from them. No Echo as of yet, even if the Echo is, available for now. As Scullix is going to go out of the Amaro into the Capitao, and Lucifer out of the Mozzie into the Pulse. Round 3 will be underway with the 6-pick tickets being confirmed as well.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Coming
bombs.
into the current round, both teams of course have exhibited a very good play on the first 2 rounds that we have had so far. But again, these are just the first 2 rounds, as there is going to be a lot of play after this as well. And this match has only just begun. And both these teams are going to be looking to, capitalize on the mistakes of the other, win their gunfights, to get the utilities in, every single thing that they need to. Play is going to set up the White Stairs doorway all the way down to the first floor for a potential peek on the south side rappel, should any attacker be on the rappel while there is a defender on the bottom floor. Well, this is a curious little curious little line of sight that he's setting up for himself right now. Inside of Fireplace Hall, towards the mining room, and out onto the 90 hallway. And he's got a single reinforcement as well, holding down the Fireplace Hall wall towards White Stairs, with a couple of bullet hole peaks from his revolver. Although this revolver did have a bit of a buff to its soft breach capability, it's making it more similar to the Deagle. That was a few patches ago though, so it's been a while since I've actually seen this wall be used that way, as the window in front of Lucifer is going to be broken and he's going to be taken off the board as well. And unfortunate for the Pulse, but he got shot right through the wall, and that was the IQ taking his life, just as it should be. The IQ using her gadget to the best of its ability, as the electric laws go out in specific spots to deny the hard breach from the side of the attackers. That's a Nightmare right there. The Thermite, while the Kaid is going to be trying to hold down all the way from below. He might even go for a C4 play when the time is right. But again, he's got to be alive for that to happen. Obviously, the electric claws going out and the shots from the TCSG will have tipped off the side of KL11 that there's somebody down here, but will they be able to capitalize on it any time now? That is what remains to be seen. Play still allowed to be playing around in the second floor right now. Red carpet hallway, as the breacher is going to go off on towards the bathroom from the IQ. He's going to go in. The flashbangs are in. The Wamai is being forced to pull back from that shield right there. Such a big utility dump, but the Wamai has fallen back on White Stairs. Dank, that is. And he's going to be holding this down. He's concussed, however. And that might just be the kill confirmation coming in any second now. Another concussive comes in, but it's not going to find him in the meanwhile. And no shots are being fired as IQ whips out her RD scanner once again. The SMG-11 firing away at any attacker utility it can find, as a heart breach comes out from the Thermite in towards Coldrum, I believe that is. Yes, that is from inside of the bathroom, as things are slowly moving forward, for the side of the attackers. A couple of bodies have been dropped by the attackers, but Dank got the refrag in, and there goes Puskat once again. The shotgun's out. It's found the Zofia, but the plant is coming down. It needs to be stopped, and it should be. Yes, it will. The diffuser has been dropped, as Wardog is the lone man on this clutch, but he won't be able to make it, as he's been taken out inside of Piano by the Capital. Bad Boy Lucifer finishes things off for the side of KL11, getting the kill and giving them round 3.
A nice attempt from the side of the smoke over there. Definitely could have got that clutch into play, but not enough cover to work with. A nice try in the chat from a man. A good attempt indeed, but KL11 will be walking away with that round as well. They are putting the rounds on board. I mean, while they're on attack, that is something that Saw has to worry about. Definitely, they've got to pick up their rounds on comes to defense. It's not working out for them. Let's see if round 4 will be any different. You know, sometimes it takes time for teams to warm up to each other, and that we've seen happen quite a bit. In fact, today itself, we did see a 4-1 turn into a 8-6. Boy, that was one hell of a match. Let's see, going ahead, how this match will turn out, though. We'll be seeing the side. I didn't quite catch the side that is. Lucifer's actually left the game, sadly, once again. I believe that was Lucifer.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs
Not
as
sure.
they can.
They could ask for Rios if they want to. Yes, Rios will be coming into place from the side of Saw. We're going into Rios. We'll be right back in just a moment. Guys, don't go anywhere, as we'll be resuming AL11 facing off Saw on the final match of tonight. We'll be right back in a bit. Now, 3 versus 2 for that matter. The drive has come in for Kingfish. Danu is going to be holding down here while Mello is going to get 2 for his all right for himself as Mello with the all-down, not stopping. He's going to get 3. Mello, what are you doing? He's going to get Enigma with a quick headshot. It all comes down to Kingfish and Mello with the 4K.
Well there.
Whoa, all right, Maestro. Alrighty then. Mello, not stopping. Totally not Mello here. Ooh, goes to that doorway. Heartless. He's gonna take out the Maestro cam. Easy peasy for him, but the push comes in, but he's gonna get caught out. Ash is here to try, and alright, the plan is already gonna go down. Beat up with the plan on the reinforcement that Ash now. That is gonna be the Thatcher. He knows he's got a really good line of sight. He's on the rapid game. He gets Ethan. Still got 2 more defenders to cut through. Defense, got to make sure they play this right. Ash on the triple kill. Does he get the quad? Onto the bandit, that is Baba Yaga. He's got to play this right. He's got to get the Rappler. Where's the Rappler game? It's going to be a little too far off, and that is that point 8. Go to match point.
With the double for himself, as it is all down to Maestro. Enigma on the Evil Eyes and the Alda. He knows somebody's pushing small office, and he's got to try and make this play happen for his team. He sees he can stop. The Alda will win. That's the first kill for him. In a 1v2 situation now, as the plant is finally going down. He's going to focus on Blackbeard, but he has to focus on the plant, and he will be doing that. But Eddie downs him. The diffuser is down, and it is all down to Blackbeard ready to play against the Maestro with the Alda. He's going to cross over to try and go for the Real. No, he just has the diffuser, but he's going to peek, and he'll be taken up by Enigma, who gets the 1v3 clutch for Zilla Sports right here. What a play from the Maestro with the Evil Eye downing the Hibana on the plant.
So many drones are getting dispatched and a few pre-fires come in as well. But he's going to lose that fight to Killen and a really swift take. He's actually holding down to this very shot as well over here, and she's going to get dispatched as that is a Zofia. The double kill so far. And so many flashbangs being caught out by the Magnet. And look at that peek from Killen. He's going to punish Royce for a very little speed. Killen is going to get one. He's going to get the quad kill for himself. Killen, what are you doing? He gets the ace. What a way to start off this match here. Hoffman Esports. What a play from Killen here. He's going to drop bodies left, right, and center as he secures the first round for Hoffman Esports. Seeing Sam trying to maneuver himself back while Vinci is going to get himself a frag on the Assembly 11. The C4 goes out. That claims a life, but Dopop is going to refrag onto Vinci. It's a 1 versus now. Dopop is very low on HP. He knows he's got to make this clutch happen. He pushes in and he loses that fight. Oh boy, Never Diamonds are finally going to go to match point.
There to provide support to his teammate. C4 also misses. The diffuser is already being planted. Diffuser being planted. 20 seconds left. Will immediately take out Hexes. Will he finds the third? He doesn't. Thermal will eventually go for the refrag. We still see Goyo taking out Thatcher. And now it's just all down to crown the clown with just 5 HP remaining.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the game between Saw and KL11 Esports right here on the map of Cafe Dostoevsky. We are back on the 4th round as KL11 currently lead on the scoreline 2-1. But then again, it is the early game, and the early game means that there's a lot to go. This game has only just begun, and if these first 3 rounds are any indicator, both teams are in for a long, probably long game. Although that doesn't bode well for my dinner, I'm going to be doing my best to keep the energy up and the hype in this match. As Third Floor Bar and Cocktail Lounge is the side of choice from the side of Saw. On the defense right here, we've got Dank setting up on second floor, Train Museum with these reinforcements and the barbed wire. Okay, this is something I haven't seen in a long time, and Train isn't even the site that they have gone to. But this setup is going to be, I think, where the Echo is sitting, at least for the time being. The way he's setting up, putting down the barbed wires, the reinforcements and everything, looks like the Echo doesn't even want to do anything, even remotely related to physically staying on site. He's going to send his drones to do his job, and as of course he is so prone to say, you know, Yokai can handle this. That being said, we're going to be moving into round 4 nice and quickly. Action phase is underway. Play is all the way down on the first floor. Very interesting from Saw. They have, you know, what the operators would normally be considered anchors playing off-site, quite far off-site for that matter. While the operators you would consider to be off-site players and roamers, I think, well, technically speaking, in this kind of operator lineup, there's really no one who plays too far off-site. And the site being third floor bar, there's really not much room to play too far off-site outside of going below. And that is what the Echo and the Kaid have done. The Wamai, the Smoke, and the Maestro are going to be the ones holding down on third floor itself. Dank is, however, going to find a bot shooting him down, and that is a kill confirmed. But Play is going to take Pussycat in the meanwhile, Pussycat that is, off the board, and that is a pretty big kill. The Zofia is down, however, the Echo has been taken off as well. The C4 comes up from the Kaid. Will it connect? No, it won't. Nobody was there on the whiskey window, unfortunately. All the Kaid has done is give away his position. The IQ is going to come in for a peek. Will the kill be confirmed? The shots are fired, but nobody does any damage to each other for the time being. Evil Eye is going to be doing a bit of damage to the Sledge right now, to these 3 operators, in fact, inside of the piano room, as a smoke canister came out from, well, the smoke, to deny the push into that rotation. But the breach charge is coming out towards the bathroom, and that might be a hard breach from the bathroom towards the cold room. Yep, there we go. The Thermite's probably going to be hard breaching there, as the Evil Eye is doing some really cool maneuvers, trying to damage the attackers. Not really stop them, but damage them as much as it can, and not allowing them to enter towards side. Meanwhile, we've got Magnets from Mumai holding down the white corridor, but the push to side has already happened. The Smoke is trying his best to combat this, but there is a bad boy Lucifer to get one. Bot gets taken down by Sick Boy in the meanwhile. The shots are being fired, but Hellboy is missing quite a bit for that matter. Placement down, so has Lucifer, that is on the side of KL11. The Kaid will be revived, but the Maestro goes down in the meanwhile, as both defenders are now stuck on white corridor. That's a double kill for Skullex. He's got to find this Wamai. Will he be able to? The shots are fired. He knows where the Wamai is playing, and the diffuser has been planted in the meanwhile. The MP5K is not going to be connecting onto anybody, and Hellboy, he's all alone in a 1v2. The Jackal knows where he is, as I believe Bad Boy Lucifer is being revived. No, not quite yet. He's still bleeding out on the floor. Not in a particularly vulnerable position, but looks like the side of KL11 do not want to take any risks whatsoever. Hellboy making his way in towards site. He knows that there's somebody. Oh, the Jackal scans in. That's going to give away his position. And there we go. The Thermite's going to capitalize on the pings from the Jackal. Knight is going to take down Hellboy. And that is going to give round 4 in favor of the attackers. KL11 have come alive strong. They are 3-1 going into round 5.
KL11 definitely playing that to perfection. Let's see if they'll be able to keep the space up. And getting these rounds on board on attack is something that is, that is keeping them above the game that Saw is bringing to the board. Kitchen and service, once again, is going to be the side that Saw will be depending on, mind you. They have a win recorded and a loss recorded as well on this side. This might as well not be exactly in their favor, but Pot comes up with a 6 pick from the Amaru onto the Kali, as looks like they want an alternative for a Thatcher. Yeah, I get it. The way that they've been pushing sides, it's been lovely. It's been amazing. In fact, KL11 playing that to perfection. it does come down to them not having to imply so much more emphasis in terms of roam clear that Saw is bringing up with. They're bringing some amazing good holes on the roam, in fact. Don't want to challenge them while they're doing that. That is why it's taking so much time off the attackers to get their, get at least adjacent side. Once they're to the side, they don't have enough room to work. They cannot just expel all the utility that is. If pretty not expel that is, to take the roamers out. And that is why bringing out the Kali is a really good decision, because now with the Kali in play, you wouldn't really have to spend otherwise so much time to get the breaches done. All you can use the Kali's Lance, my bad, for taking out the utilities. That will be from the side of the Kaid and the Mute, in fact. Taking some lines aside here, and once again, I believe that is the top floor hold coming in from the castle. Somebody will join him for sure. It's not the castle or some. There we go. The Mozzi's gonna join him right about it. But the Jackalos collects his bait on this white window. He's gonna be reverse rappelling this, trying to find anybody that he can. But first, what he'll be doing is finding those steps. The alibi just gets put out. That's play up top. Moving to piano, and now he's got to make sure that the rotate does come in. But the Jackal scan is what is irritating him quite a lot. And his intention of alright, it's just a little bit of a cat and mouse game that he's trying to play with the attackers right now, but none of them are getting baited up. He's gonna wait this one out. Yeah, definitely. A little confused. There you go, a rotation bait for the man, and a safe passage will be awarded to him as well. Bad boy just outside this win play did have they pulled out from this that they happened to win the last time around, but Kali being utilized, making sure that she's pushing in. The new secondary, in fact, is one of those rare times that I've got to see Kali play. Play Meanwhile is going to find a frag, and like I said, from the same window, Babalu on Sledge will be the one to take the ball. Still seeing the breach. It's already happened already, quite interesting. Let's see if still that is a conversion that they can make happen or not. Kali happen, but she's going to get thrown out from above, and Sick Boy is going to get that frag. Saw, like I said, with the perfect maneuver and the perfect strategic position that they're holding is what is biting the side of KL11 in the back this time around. Mozzie will get scared at least a little bit, but the concussion mine on herself is what is going to be the matter in case Mozzie peeks and his head gets punished. In fact, there's a shotgun into play, but at the wrong time he rips out a C4, and that's a nice opportunity for Pushcat to convert that into a frag. He's going to get the frag and another, in fact, onto the Zofia. It's all onto the Thermite. Now that he's playing in a really bad spot. Knight has got to find two defenders above and one of them on site. Trying to find who's that Dank will be doing on side, and he's going to lose that gunfight. Really good push from the Thermite has come in, and so 1 versus 2 that he's got to fight against. He's got more than enough time to even go for the frag chase. 3 seconds left. A bait plan is coming in. That is what I believe it is. Elbow has to make this push happen. He's going to try and find the Thermite. Does he find him? No, there's some pre-fires being done between these FBI operators towards each other. But no, at least no conversions being made so far. Not enough space to work for the Thermite. He's going to get exposed from either one of these angles in case somebody of them decides to go for the peak. 15 seconds to go, and the alibi does get spotted out, and that's a peak that she's make, and she'll just be baiting Thermite out. There's not much the Thermite can do anyway at this moment. He's got to find the frags, and 2 of them in need. He's going to find one. That's the alibi. He's going to find them both. KL11 with the clutch once again, with the patience on the Thermite. Look at the play from this man. Finds a head, finds another. The Kexel goes down, so will the alibi. What a beautiful, beautiful clutch. The precision, the patience. This Thermite was commendable. Boy, oh boy. Clutch that we just got to see. Really nice one. Versus 2, made it happen. Knight takes that really well done, in fact. Amazing. That was very amazing. 3-second clutch. Boy.
Absolutely well played by Knight right there. The Thermite so patient, waiting for the peak to happen because he knows that as the time goes out, the defenders will be popping their heads out as well. And unfortunately for them, that was exactly where they made the mistake. Bot goes for the 6-pick out of the Twitch into the IQ, and the Vigil is brought in from the side of the defense as Saw are in a bit of a very bad situation as 4-1 on defense on Cafe in round 6. Yeah, not a situation you would definitely want to be in. And if they are unable to win any more rounds from this point out, then, well, it's pretty much a GG good night from the side of KL11 on 2 Saw for that matter. But then again, that is only speculation because there is there's still a lot to go. There will probably be still a lot more to go. If anything, Saw will be wanting to make this comeback, but will they be able to? That is the real question right here. Dank, he set himself up for the hatch, for the electric claw throw. There you go. Got both the walls done, and of course now he has to get now somebody of course has to get the hatch first, and I believe the mute has done that. War Dog, that is. And yep, there we go. He's going to be putting down mute jammers in the meanwhile as barricades are happening all over the map. The castle is in play. In fact, Hellboy is going to be playing that FBI operator once again. But the main issue with Saw right in the previous round, that is the fact that they went for those peaks with less than a couple seconds remaining. Bot's gonna find play off the back of the Jackal, opening up the window. What teamwork right there from both of them. The window opens and falls the vigil. Bot with the IQ probably used the RD scan to find the vigil in the meanwhile, because you know, Play probably had his ability running. Who knows, really? We don't really know what happened right there because Vigil wasn't on focus. But Sick Boy, second floor, he's got some vertical lines of sight to play for himself if the push to sight comes in too early and Saw are taken out from the sight area, his defenders that is. And then the Mozzie could play vertical, but will he be able to, will he be allowed to? The Zofia has broken open the castle barricade on the red stairs hallway right outside the train museum, that is mining room, excuse me, as he's going to be breaking up another barricade. And meanwhile, there's going to be some vertical lines of sight established by War Dog, the mute with the Mossberg shotgun onto the barricade of a mining room. I think a C4 came out in the middle there. Yes, Sick Boy has in fact dispensed his C4. Hellboy in the meanwhile holding down in fireplace. There's a Jackal who's scanning him, but that's the Mozzie's footsteps. That's not who Skullex was looking for. The Mozzie does go down in the castle. He went for a face check, gave away his position, and now it's a 5v2 all down to Dank and War Dog against the entire roster of KL11 on this attack. Hungry attackers are looking for them right now, going for the kill because they have over 60 seconds remaining to make this play happen. Saw right now in a very bad position. It's all down to these last two defenders to pull something really special in this 2 versus 5 that they have to make. Otherwise, it will not be looking good at all. The sledge, oh, the Kaid nearly saw the sledge's head, but the mute will be going down on the other side. War Dog not able to do any damage. Pusscat will be one to take the kill as it's all down to the lone Kaid inside his side. He will be spotted. He will get a kill. No, he won't. And Skullex will be the one to take down Dank as the Zofia barely managed to run away with his life, with the lifeline in hand. And again, the teamwork from KL11 is in, the gunfights are in, the utility is in, and they are in 5-1, going to round 7 roll swap.
Well, going to round 7 roll swap 5-1 is a massive advantage that we've seen side of KL11 take, and definitely Saw is not having a great day. Let's see if KL11 is able to step up against what has been the show from Saw so far. Or the other way around, my bad, actually. I just confused words. Lay will be coming out with the Kali pick as well. Looks like the emphasis in terms of how they like to use Kali is real right now. They're bringing in that as a substitute Thatcher, while Capcan is going to get 6 pick on the Legion from the side of the defensive team. Now, it only stands to see if KL11 will be able to find as well as they were able to attack. We have seen the tides turn quite a bit, and I wouldn't really take anybody's sides, even not right now, until KL11 takes us to match point, that is this round. If they get this round on board, then maybe I would say, yeah, it is in the favor of KL11, but no, not so far. Roll swap has been such a breather for so many teams. They bring out so much dynamic, and more than that, there's always the never give up morale that team should have, and I've seen most of these teams have in our community. Let's hope if they don't give up as well. Saw's definitely got an uphill task to make, but might as well stop the side of the offensive team now, KL11, right here, right now, because once they happen to sit on match point, it's not a place that you will be able to shake them off very easily. Shield placements being done from bot, running the yellow this time around. While we will be seeing the pick onto the Nomad come out from Hellboy as well. We did see the Nomad being employed. I don't think we did see a Nomad, yeah. Remember a Nomad being from the side of KL11. They did have a Jackal up, but yeah, not a Nomad. Ella will be playing upstairs, like downstairs, while everybody else will be upstairs. All the defenders except the Ella will be intending to hold on site very well. All right, there's no C4 on Ella. I'm not sure what she's doing down there, but all right, that's just something. Let's see how that works. Knight does hear a drone out, and he's going to get that as well. He's going to spot somebody rappelling on the so possible reverse rappel coming in. The head could get spotted out by this play. Got to worry about. Obviously running the most powerful gun in the game if landed, if the shots do land correctly, mind you. As well, comes up with a few flashes. That's also going to burn the Vamaya charge and make sure that these conversions happen. One of the utility, well, we have to know of it if they don't make that into a conversion or even a possible kill. Mike gets flashed out of his mind and the shield is no more to protect him. Will he be able to survive this? He's just going to fall back. And a shot from the sledge, or I believe that's a Zofia, will not be something that defenders will have to worry about right now. Good hold so far from KL11, so as managed to fall into their traps of losing a lot of time. In fact, he got a whole lot to work with. 1 minute left. Still haven't got the main reach done, but I wouldn't really take their side. They can still make it happen while the side is on top as well. A good establishment on towards the side of Cigar. Definitely a great one. Let's see if they are able to walk away or not. Nice positions being yelled from the otherwise more difficult for them. They along with the Ella just gets spotted out, and there's the Noma taking a few shots, but in the exchange it's going to be botting a whole lot of damage, and he's just going to fall back onto pillars, watching for any stray drops on the new hatch. Oh, he goes, he's going to spot somebody's head. He's not going to spot the Kali though. He's going to have to fall back while there is Alex playing over here. Looks all right. Bot comes up with him. Still not going to find anything. He's just going to have to fall back. Still be seeing Alex hold this down very well, very perfectly. He's got the C4 as well. It's only a matter of time till the plan goes on and C4 is out. And is going down. Does the C4 rip come in? Yes, it will. Does it connect? No, it will.
15 seconds left.
That went down. I think that got shot in the mid-air. But there's a perfect cover from Sig Boy. Gonna get a frag Pussycat, and another Wardock gets a refrag done. There's no time left for going for the retrieval because the plant has got to go down. Bad Boy Lucifer gonna get the frag, and Pussycat is here to another plant. The squad of KL11, the defensive squad, very well played. What a defensive round that we've got to see from them. Grading time off from Saw, and KL11 walking away with round 7 as well. Match point is where they'll be going to. 6-1 is the scoreline.
6-1 is the scoreline, and KL11 have completely shut down Saw on this match. And Cafe, kitchen and kitchen service and kitchen cooking is where we'll be going on what could potentially be the last round of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, this match has been very, very quick indeed. We've had some huge round differentials in terms of the kinds of games we've seen today, but that is a rundown that will be saved for the end of the stream. We're going to be moving into into round 8 really quickly, as no 6 picks are going to be in play from the side of either team. They want to play with the rosters they have in hand. And of course, KL11 continuing the momentum they gained in attack with those beautiful attacking rounds. Are going to be defending away on round 8. It is, yeah, that is actually the ACS-12 shotgun. I had to take a second right there. But Skullx is bringing out the ACS-12 shotgun in place of the MX4 Storm on the Alibi. Interestingly enough, we did see a Maestro come out with this earlier today, but that didn't really work out. And this gun, again, it's been buffed recently to fire slug rounds with, I believe, 59 damage to boot, and a fairly decent fire of 300 RPM, because let's be real here, an auto slug shot firing shotgun. Yeah, I think if that rate of fire is buffed any farther than that, it will be massively overpowered. And of course, the current rate of fire that this shotgun has is the rate of fire that it came out with initially, until there was an unannounced nerf that Ubisoft put in to reduce its rate of fire for whatever reason. Regardless, Skullx is going to be holding down on Bakery with the ACS-12, and it's going to be interesting to see how he's going to be using this gun, because the damage drop-off is very long on this thing. It can hold its max damage for quite the distance, and this distance from here to that APC is pretty much nothing, but he's going to get flashed instead, since there's no ADS in the area. But the shield, the Goya shield will be popped, and the second shield should be popped by the Ash as well, forcing Skullx to pull back for the time being. There we go. The shield is popped. Scullix is pulled back. Knight in the meanwhile is taking a bit of damage. Not really sure where that came out of as the Bakery push is coming in from the side of Saw. But once again, KL11 focusing mostly on wasting the time of the attackers, really. Their time and utility as the frags will come after. That's what they did in the last round for the most part. And this is what they're doing in this round. Again, the goal goes for a bit of a face check as a bot, firing away with that gun. Not finding the drone, but pulling back. Still staying in prep room, mind you. Play is, of course, Play has the Kali that he brought in for himself, and that is going to be interesting to see whether or not the Kali manages to find a kill. Ooh, the Goy finds one. No, that is the Kali who takes a lot of damage, but there's a hard breach as Play will find bot and the Kali's signature voice lines. Play with the kill being confirmed. Meanwhile, the alibi with this ACS has been found inside of kitchen cooking right now. The push should come in from the side of the attack, but there's a lesion on the red carpet hallway to hold this down. Will the alibi be able to see the Kali? He maybe, but Play's gonna find another one. That's Pussycat off the board. And what a play from the Kali with basically the opposite. Oh, what a quick pick right there, connecting on the head of Knight. He's looking for frags, and a nice shot comes out from bot because that was a beautiful shot indeed. Is he gonna find where this alibi is playing? Wardock takes on Scullix in the meanwhile. It's all down to Bad Boy Lucifer. He's gonna find the Ash, not quite. Sick Boy gets lit up quite a bit. He's playing in a very, very bad position right now, but he's gonna find one. That is the Nomad off the board. Hellboy goes down, but the Ash will find the last kill, and that is Saw taking a Bad Boy Lucifer down, giving themselves one more round to play with. One more round that they stay alive for. 6-2 is the score. On round 9, KL11 are still on match point.
Well. Looks like that was all the play that they needed to make. With the Kali coming in. What a good night shot the Kali happened to land. In fact, 3 of them that she came up with. Let's see, going ahead. Will we be seeing more of that? Or it's just going to be KL11's show. Going back to Reading Room and Fireplace Hall is going to be the site that we'll be seeing KL11 go back to. Actually, they haven't played this side yet. Won't be a tempting kitchen, that is for a fact though. Can't work out in their favor. They don't want to go back to bottom cocktail because that is still not yet unlocked. And, well, let's see if this is the last round that we'll be getting to see in this setup, or will we see Saw make a very unprecedented comeback? A comeback that nobody's expecting to make right now, mind you. Those are the kind of plays that get remembered for a lifetime. If that be the case, let's find that out. A nice attack round would come in from them last time around, but this time is a KL11. Do they have what it takes to stop Saw? To stop the team of Saw right now, dead in the tracks. Some nice positions with the proximity alarms, and the Bomai charges are coming up as well. Scullix is making sure that all of that come right into play as Knight is gonna drop one of his castle barricades and gonna have to fall back to side, I believe. No, he's gonna hold up with, I believe, the white stairs, that is. The way the strategy goes around. Scullix has brought the AUG and the Rhino for himself to help with. Alright, that's a nice selection of guns. A request of reinforcement. That wall. To command the reinforcement there. But anyways, it's them playing their wish. Their game as their match point that they have to convert on. Not exactly the way you wanted the frisbee to land eventually. That and reposition it the way it's supposed to. Good reposition indeed. Lucifer, Bad Boy Lucifer, that is. Got Lucifer the other end as well. And that is. Lucifer he's got swapped out. Alright, yeah, that did happen to go in with the admins as well. Seeing Bad Boy still hold this down. He's trying to find whatever he can, but more importantly, he hasn't really found anything in specific, not formation that can do. Well, let's see how that turns out going ahead into the match. I'm still seeing a little bit of a fire and some nice bullet holes and bullet peaks being made by bot here. Definitely will help them the later of the match as they compare War Dog has come up with the drone work. But no, that's a wrong place to go on the drone because there's a pulse right below you. Bad Boy Lucifer is going to say goodnight to the Zofia as she happens to take a sleeping pill on the couch. That was unfortunate for the Zofia, not anticipating the fact that there's a pulse spraying down below, but now pulse facing the music for the damage he did to the attackers. Oh, he's still gonna win that gunfight. What? Bad Boy Lucifer is going to outplay Play over there. And there's still a little bit of a pre-fire coming in from Sick Boy. But nothing to convert over here. It's the FBI operators were looking at each other. They know they've got the pulse boxed out. Will they make that a conversion? They've got the flashes coming in. They're willing to make this conversion in. Thermite is gone for the drop, and he's still gonna lose that gunfight. Oh boy, the pulse doing so much damage. Tank does go down. It's all on a Sick Boy. Hellboy to keep things alive for. So these are the shoulders, the hopes of this entire team rests upon. Tank shall be revived very soon as Sick Boy is trying to find any information that he can before the defenders happen to push up on him. As Hellboy has abandoned the push that he was trying to make onto his style jewelry and eventually the white hallway. They've got their really good positions inside trade music, but it's only a matter of time till KL11 realizes what's going on and they stop them dead in the tracks. Sick Boy has definitely scraped his shoulder a little bit, and Dank lost a lot of HP with that 12 coming in, obviously. No more resets in this game. Yeah.
Seconds remaining.
15 seconds left, and the push has got to come in. The Ash is going to move in first because that is the play you want to bring out. He tries to find a frag. No, but the diffuser is already down. Hellboy is going to get a frag into Skullix, but is not going to survive the fall. And that is from bot once again. And that is the time has run out. There's no time left, and KL11 will be eliminated. Decided so as they walk away with this match. 7-4 on Cafe. What play that we got to see from KL11. They've definitely impressed me for sure. What a methodical, what a great coordination from them. In fact, great adaptations. 7-2 is a dominating score. And over to you, Blackjack.
Absolutely. What a dominating finish to the second day of the single elimination qualifiers of season 4. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for the entire day's streams. All of the matches have been done. And let's have a quick rundown for all of our viewers at home. The first match was on Cafe Dostoevsky between Sane Clan and Decoy Dreams. Sane absolutely thrashing Decoy 7-3 in their favor. The second match of Havoc Esports versus Dauntless Esports. Dauntless Esports got to overtime against Havoc and made a beautiful comeback from a 4-1 to an 8-6 victory. Coming to the second stream of the day on Cafe, once again, Skybound Esports versus Sava Esports. Sava winning the match 7-4. What looked to be a 7-0 initially, but Skybound did manage to get a couple rounds in, bring it close, but unfortunately it didn't really happen in the same way that they wanted it to. And of course, to round things out for the day, Saw versus KL11 that just happened. KL11 in absolute dominating fashion, taking Saw to the cleaners on 7-2. That being said, that is going to do it for both of us, myself, Blackjack, and my co-caster, Foxy, as we'll be calling it a night with today's matches and coming back with more qualifier action and more Season 4 action tomorrow, and of course, the rest of this week. Stay tuned, and good night.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. The glorious battle begins. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.